Welcome back everyone. Throughout this lesson we are going to work more on chance. So we're going to describe the likelihoods of different events that will happen. So firstly we are going to draw a line like I have there in the centre of the page from one end to the other end. So later on you will be able to do this activity yourself with a meter ruler and chalk, and we'll be doing that in groups. But for now we're going to do it together. Okay, so you will see here that we've got a sheet and this is embedded into your WebQuest. You are to cut that sheet up and all of the explanation cards. If you cut those up, what we're going to do is we're going to position them along a line. Okay, so firstly on our line here, we're going to place the card that says will happen and certain at one end of the string. Now we also know that the word certain is the same as will happen, because if it is certain then it will happen. So we're going to put that at one end of our string. Where do you think we should put the cards that say will not happen? It's at the end of the other string, isn't it? Why would that be? That's right, it's because it's the opposite of will happen. So we're also going to put the impossible card there, because if something is impossible, it will not happen. Where do you think we should put the card that says might happen? That's right, in the middle of the string. Why do you think that is? Have a little think. That's right, it's because it's in the middle and it's between that it definitely won't happen and that it definitely will happen. It's in the middle there. Great job. So now we're going to place all of those cards that you have cut up, and I've got them all along the bottom there so we can see them all and we know what is there. Okay, so the picture that we have looked at first is you will ride a dinosaur. This will not happen. It's impossible. So you will ride a dinosaur, will not happen, so it will go at the end of the line with the card that says will not happen or impossible. You will have a drink, will happen, so it will go at the start of the line with the card will happen and certain. You will brush your teeth, might happen. It should happen, but it might happen. So it will go in the middle of the line at the might happen sign. A dog will go into outer space, will not happen. So it will go at the end of the line at the will not happen or impossible sign. The sun will rise, will happen, so it will go at the start of the line with the card will happen or certain. Where do you think the purple frog will go? That's right, a purple frog will sing will not happen, so it will go at the end of the line at the will not happen or impossible sign. Great job everyone. What about you will go to school? Excellent choice, everyone. You will go to school will happen. So it will go at the start of the line with the will happen card for certain. What about you will go to sleep? Yeah, that's right. That's a hard one, isn't it? Because we know that we should go to sleep. So it is a might happen. You will go to sleep tonight. Might happen, but it's very much on the side of the will happen, certain. So it's more on that side than it is on the impossible. That's really good. And lastly, you will eat lunch, might happen. So it will go in the middle with the might happen card. Excellent job, everyone. So you'll see there we've got from the will happen being the same as certain, all the way through to will not happen or impossible, where it is seen that might happen is in the middle. Excellent job. Okay, it's now time to have a go yourself in your group, and if you get your cards out and you need to lay them out, so will happen needs to be at one end of the string, and I want you to have a talk in your group as to why you think the will not happen goes at the other end of the string. So follow those instructions there. You'll see it says will happen is at one end of the string, and where do you think we should put the card that says will not happen? And then ask yourself and your friends why. And then do the same with the might happen card and ask your friends again why. And then if you can place your cards out so you can see, and then if you could put your hand up and a teacher aide or myself will come around and take a photo so that we can upload it, so that we can have everyone's all together and we can have a look a little bit later on. Excellent job, thank you. Okay guys, you have worked so hard today. That's really good. We're just going to have a little look back now on the everyday language that we've used for chance. So will happen, will not happen, and might happen. So we learnt a lot today. We learnt to put them all out in a line, from one end being will happen to the other end being won't happen, and in the middle it was might happen. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these other words for will happen. So we already worked out that certain is one of them, but here are some other words that you can use to show it will happen. Sure is going to happen. Always, yes it will happen. Always. Okay, and for might happen, maybe, perhaps, could happen, uncertain, possible, maybe it will happen, likely, sometimes. Here are some other words for won't happen. Certain, sure, not possible, impossible, couldn't happen, never, no way, no it won't happen, never, no chance. Okay, so to recap, you guys have done a great job today. Congratulations, and again, we are one step closer to helping save Santa. We can do it, Year 1.